Welcome to Magic Melody and Fairy Tales, where every tale begins with a little magic. Have you ever seen snowflakes twinkle like diamonds? That's the kind of day Snow White was born. Long ago, in a snowy kingdom filled with sparkles and songs, a baby princess was born with skin like snow, lips red as a rose, and hair black like night. Her name, Snow White. Everyone in the castle cheered, except the queen. She was beautiful, but her heart was cold as winter. Every day she asked her talking mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?" And the mirror always replied, "You, my queen, are fair and tall." One morning, the mirror said, "Queen, you are fair, it's true, but Snow White is fairer than you." The queen's eyes flashed with anger. She stomped her foot and shouted, "I must be the fairest!" Snow White must go. Snow White, kind and gentle, was taken far into the forest. But instead of being afraid, she listened to the wind and followed the birds, deeper and deeper. Imagine finding a house with teacups the size of acorns and beds like baby cradles. So tired, she curled up and fell asleep on the smallest bed. At sunset, 7 dwarfs came marching in, each with sparkling hats and muddy boots. "Who's this in our bed?" they cried. Snow White woke and smiled. "Please let me stay. I'll cook and clean and make your cottage warm and happy." The dwarfs clapped and cheered. "You can stay, but beware of strangers, especially the queen." Back at the castle, the queen asked again, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest one of all?" The mirror replied, "Not you, O queen, but Snow White so sweet, who lives with dwarfs on tiny feet." The queen was furious. She dressed up like an old peddler and crept to the dwarf's cottage with a shiny red apple. "Would you like a taste, dear?" she cackled. Snow White took one bite and fell to the floor, as still as a statue. Can love break even the deepest sleep? The dwarfs were heartbroken. They built a glass bed for Snow White and placed flowers around her. One day, a prince came riding by. He saw her and said softly, "She is the most beautiful soul I have ever seen." He bent down and kissed her gently. Suddenly, Snow White's eyes fluttered open. She yawned and smiled as if waking from a dream. The dwarfs cheered and danced in circles. "Do you believe in happily ever afters?" Snow White did. The prince asked, "Will you come with me, Snow White, and be my princess?" She nodded with joy. "Yes!" Together, they rode through sunlit meadows to the prince's castle, where the people welcomed her with music and laughter. And from that day on, Snow White lived happily, kindly, and with a heart full of love. If you loved Snow White's magical adventure, give this story a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another fairy tale full of fun, friends, and happy endings.